It was a normal day. The glorious ancient days of 2 months ago. It wasn't expected that something strange would happen. For you and me. But a dog? His name was Bartholomew II. And as we all know, Bartholomew II spent all of his time watching dog all day, all night. He'd go beating on that meat stick. Till eventually he was like,
You know what? I'm gonna go get myself some bitches.
and I'm allowed to say that because, like, it's dogs and, like, bitch is a female dog and, you know, the dogs. So, he went outside of his house. And right there was the most beautifulest bitch he's ever seen. Bartholomew II, he did not have to ask for permission to get on with the business. No, he just jumped straight on and started doing his business. But then, his ex-boyfriend did not want that, and as retaliation, he jumped onto Bartholomew II. Bartholomew II. Because if Bartholomew II's gonna get ass, then he's gonna get ass too. After all, he has helped Bartholomew in all those video games. Unfortunately, this attracted a lot more exes, and they began doing something that was never done before. A 180-degree dog circle. You couldn't believe this. What? Why are all those dogs getting it on? Why, it's because they loved each other. Why else? This was the start of something new. Something grand. Something original. An original idea put into action. A new form of innovative technology. Made up of about 10 dogs having to the point where it formed a circle. It was called a bog. When so many dogs are getting it on. Yes. Oh yeah, all of these dogs aren't men. Some of them are different. I'm not bothered going blue pink. It's way too much. But you know, this was the start of something new, something grand. A bog. A new, grand, innovative innovation. Of innovativeness, where dogs jump on one another and start doing the business. It gives off an aura of uttermost hardness. This was harder than steel, harder than diamonds, denser than your crush, denser than a black hole. An aura of magic. Bog magic. B-O-G, not P-O-G. P-O-G is stupid. Only stupid people think of P-O-G. The inventor of the idea. He decided to open up something that no one else had opened up before. A business. A company. BogDogs Incorporated. See, it's made sense because it sounded good. Organization. A society of dogs who recruit other dogs to become bogs. Those bugs would later be sold to the military. They thought Bartholomew would never be able to start up his own company. They said, no! There are no more creative ideas! But Bartholomew, he'd not give up. Because he had the greatest idea that no one has ever thought of before. BogDogs Incorporated. Think about it, the name rings. That's what made the thing sound a lot like it made sense. But it did make sense. BogDogs Incorporated. In just a year since its launch, became the #1 top company out there. They did this through making the deals with Mafia and the N-word people. It was very hard to get a deal along with the N-word people. In case you didn't know, the N-word people, they were like people. However, they had names that started with N. Very inclusive, very multicultural. However, the thing everyone had in common was that all their names started with N. They had a lot of struggle with this, because a leader, Negative, didn't want to start off the thing, because Negative was very... Well, the N-word people, they pulled out submachine guns, shotguns, anything that they had in their pants. They started blasting at the BogDogs Incorporated people. It was a blood slaughter. BogDogs Incorporated had no advantage whatsoever because they had been taken by surprise. That's why a new CEO was taking place, because unfortunately Bartholomew died. But with every downside, of course, comes an upside. The new CEO was Boris, a high-ranking member Fortunately, he was quickly executed because of his choice to change the name BogDogs to PogDogs. This was definitely not supported by the foundation of the BogDogs Incorporated. That's how I was burnt at the stake for being cringe. In dog society, being cringe is a sin. That's why alphas don't go boasting on about being alphas, because that's extremely cringe. Fortunately, Bartholomew, he had a... how do you say it? Cybernetic implant that cloned himself. Of course, selling bugs was a very profitable business because everybody needed bugs, especially during the Great Dolphin War. That's how the BogDogs Incorporated managed to profit so much, because of those very agreements. Because bugs were high on demand. They kept a secret that nobody ever wanted to know, that only very few were given access to. The true secret behind why bugs were created. The BogDogs Incorporated headquarters knew that if the secret that bugs were created by dogs having sex was given out to the public, the stock would plummet. Of course, this was 2 months ago. Animal cruelty rights weren't really introduced all that much, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was that people would rip the BogDogs off, and they were doing it. The BogDogs Incorporated, they had to boost their sales to be able to become #1 company, to create the most trustworthy bugs out there. They also expanded their corporations. They didn't just make bugs, they made cogs. And anything rhyming with og. That's how yeah. And on the race to figuring out how bugs are made, people were going crazy. People were jumping off of buildings. People were killing one another just to figure out how a bug was made. Science? Chemistry? No. Dogs having sex. That was the key. That was the clue behind the truth of the bugs. That's what Bartholomew Neo did not want people to know. Because if the secret went out, the business stocks would plummet, and Bartholomew Neo would be killed off. He wanted to be a one of a kind. He wanted to be the only living robot in the world that was a dog. Of course, the dogs had only one rival, a competitor that nobody could expect. It was the caterpillars. The caterpillars, those damn construction vehicles. They always had things predicted, and they were getting very, very close to discovering the secret of the bug. So Bartholomew knew only one way to get them to stop. As the dogs knew, the caterpillars only had one weakness, and it was merchandise. So he hired his men to grab t-shirt cannons and just completely shoot up the entire enemy buildings with t-shirt cannons. It was a shirt bath. Shirts covered the entire damn rooms, hallways. Caterpillars, all enjoying their new bug merchandise. Eventually the leaders surrendered. They were so thankful of the new merchandise that they completely gave up, made peace with the dogs. Except, of course, Caterpie, the second in command. Caterpie, he did not like shirts. He thought they looked stupid. He always went around in the office shirtless, and that's why they were going to fire him. But he sort of had everything figured out. Why would the dogs just go blast them with merchandise randomly, just like that? No, they have to. There must be a secret behind this. It's not a demand for peace. It has to be a demand for them to stop working on whatever they're working on. Their secret side project, that they're making bugs. That they're working on knowing how to make bugs. Buying bugs from the dogs. That's why he assassinated the CEO, the head caterpillar. And he used this peace agreement with the dogs to manage to acquire bugs for a cheaper price than usual. Previously, a bug would cost about 3 coins. The caterpillars could easily get one off of the dogs for just 2 coins and a bone. A revolutionary discount. The dogs did not know anything about the caterpillar's secret plan. The caterpillars could easily reverse engineer the bugs, realize that they were all dogs having sex, to a point where it reaches a certain point of hardness which makes it unbreakable. The caterpillars would achieve free bugs that they could sell to the military, the N-word people, for smaller price than the usual. The dogs did not know anything about it. They were too busy sniffing their own asses to be able to figure out the caterpillar's secret plan, to topple the economy, to take care of the I forgot. I lost progress in how the story's supposed to go. But the caterpillars didn't. They knew exactly what was going on. And eventually, March 27th, they got it. They had understood what made bugs. And that made the caterpillars almost puke. Of course, this was predicted. Predicted that the dogs would be like this. That they're so disgusting. Using their own kind to sell? Dogs having sex was normal, but it was so damn stereotypical. It infuriated the caterpillars. Caterpie went straight up to Dogtholomew and asked him the important question that he was looking forward to all this time. Dogtholomew, what is this? It was time for Dogtholomew to give off his business monologue. It's business. Sure, it's dehumanizing. It's de-dognizing. We're using our own kind for these selfish reasons, putting us in shame. Also, I'm gonna save this. It's gonna be very risky. This is a plan for a greater future. Caterpie, think about it. Think about how much humanity would boost itself. We'll create bugs. The humans are gonna use the bugs to attack each other and kill each other. So us, the dogs, can live in perfect harmony, a perfect society of sniffing each other's asses. Caterpie was like, no! You're just looking to make a bunch of bugs. Dogtholomew, he chuckled at Caterpie's prediction. He was right. It was all Dogtholomew's plan, to just turn everything into a massive bug.
Oh, you got everything right there, Caterpie. I actually am trying to turn everybody into a bug.
Caterpie was utterly disgusted. Disgusted at the dogs' disgustiveness. That the dogs are willing to be like this. Absolutely filthy. There was no future. No hope for the future. Caterpie at this point didn't care if he was gonna go to prison. He was going to kill Dogtholomew. He had a gun and everything. A backup gun. But Dogtholomew said,
No, what? You think you can kill me? After everything I did? I have had my brain cloned onto many other computers than this one. If you think you can kill me, you must be a fool. I am a CEO. I am immortal. I can just buy another computer to place my brain in. With BogDog computers, BogDog 3D PCs. The BogDog computing system is extremely accessible. But Caterpie, he knew this would happen. He still had the higher ground, despite all that Dogtholomew could get. See, Caterpie. The people think that their reason to live is to work. But in reality, the reason to live is to watch dog porn.
No! It's disgusting! Why would he want to watch that?
There is no use, Caterpie. Even if you think it's disgusting, you will end up seeing it later.
Because the dogs are superior. Everybody knows that. The polls have explained it all. 70% of people like dogs. But Caterpie, he was sick and tired of this advanced brain crap because, like, I was tired of it too. He used his secret weapon. A cat! Yes, despite the BogDogs being dogs, the dogs hated cats. Especially Dogtholomew. The cat went and made the entire lab his own personal space, his own personal territory. Just waltzed right up on that keyboard. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's the noise the cat does when it does that claw thing. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And it went straight up to Dogtholomew. Looked him straight in the eye and said, you got games on your phone? I like games on your phone. You got Clash of Clans on your phone? Please join my clan. Dogtholomew could not believe this! No! Clash of Clans? No, that's a waste of time! The cat just kept persisting. My town hall level is 12. The cat's face was so damn scary. The entire computer malfunctioned, connecting itself to all the other servers, malfunctioning those as well. BogDogs Incorporated was or more caterpillars remained successful. But without the BogDogs Incorporated, who would make all the bugs? Caterpillars did not have the correct ethics to make bugs, because they knew that bugs are disgusting. That's why Caterpie had that talk with Bartholomew to question the utmost stupidity of the existence of bugs. Take down Bartholomew once and for all, because he is like an evil CEO businessman. But now, what's next? Without a bug, how does the N-word people prosper? They don't. That's why Nagasaki came and bombed the entire place. So he was angry because he wasn't been getting any bugs, because he was a bug addict. The entire business went collapse onto the ground. The entire thing gone. And that was it. That was the end of the bugs. That was the end of the dog bugs. No more bugs were being produced. And almost every bug has been used up. To this day, there may be some bugs if you still look closely on the floor. In an alley where the dogs are, you will find a bug. But initially, the BogDogs Incorporated was gone. There are no more bugs being made, but if you find a bug, you can sell it on eBay for 50000000302525555. See, the punchline is that there are so many zeros that I fell asleep. Now good luck bug hunting, you bug hunter. God, I hate bug hunters, they're so annoying.